on this computer. And welcome, everyone. We're so glad you could be with us tonight, live on the Hive. We have a lot of buzzing going on here, a lot of fun things going on. The most fun thing is Jackie Geisinger, our fearless coach for the West Coast region. She's going to be our guest speaker tonight. And I can't wait because we have some very important information to share with you that really can be Jafra life-changing for you. It really can. I think I just did right now a Facebook post, and I talked to you about what a Jafra trip entails. I mean, I wouldn't even be in Jafra 59 years. Can you imagine how many Jafra trips that I've been on? Let me tell you, a Jafra trip changes your life. When you go on a Jafra trip, you make friends, you bond to Jafra, you never want to miss one again. And it just kind of like is initiation into the Jafra sorority. And that's what I think this is. It's like yeah, it's a business. Yes, we earn money, but you know what? We are a Jafra sisterhood, you might say, and brotherhood. I have to say that too, because we have men now that are making careers out of Jafra. But really, when you join on a Jafra trip, it kind of like is the first one is like your initiation into the club. And then from that time forward, you don't want to miss another club meeting. And I just got to tell you that we're going to give you some really good tips on how you can be there. So I'm going to have Jackie just take it away, and I'm going to be here in the background. I'll come back, and we're going to have Bronwyn take us into the hub, and we're going to talk about what's there and what's going on and the Jafra of February brochure. And then after the meeting is over, we're going to stay and just visit and talk business and talk whatever you want to talk about. We do that for about 30 minutes, and you're invited. Okay, thank you for joining us tonight. Jackie Geisinger, take it away.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I am fresh off of the Super Bowl city. So I just did a little road trip from LA on Saturday. I know Bronwyn was there. Helen was there. We had a great, what we call GPS workshop. I'll do a little shameless plug here. Just an FYI, if you are near Charlotte, North Carolina, we will be duplicating that workshop from 9 to noon Saturday at our GPS workshop. And the GPS is set for us to win the Super Bowl, just like the Kansas City Chiefs, AKA my friend Wileen, because this trip is all about making a plan. You don't win a Super Bowl without good offense and good defense, right? And amazing coaches. Well, you all have amazing coaches. You have your upline leader, and of course, your Jackies, Jackie P, Jackie G. We are here to coach with our leaders and guide you all to making sure that
Jackie, I'm going to mute all, so come back in, Jackie.
Got it. Thank you. So today, I know that Vicki wanted to spotlight the trip. So I'm grateful to be here. I know many of you have been on Jafra trips. You can even type in the chat, what's your favorite Jafra trip and why do you love trips? Because trips not only are for that sorority or fraternity that we heard Vicki talk about, but they literally give you direction for your business. You don't just do a little bit more with a trip, you work, but you have to have a business plan. You can't say, oh, I hope someday I go to the Super Bowl. I hope someday I can earn a trip. It starts today. So today, here we are, the 12th of February, almost 2 weeks out of our 16 are past, but we have so much more ahead for you. So I wanted to give you an overview of the trip, show you where you can go do a live FAQ with Jafra this week, tomorrow, Valentine's Day. Nope, sorry, Wednesday is Valentine's Day. And we're going to actually have a special edition with live FAQ with your team from the home office. And I'm going to give you a recipe. Just like when you start with the football team, you have to have key plays, key players, and that's what you're going to need to earn this trip. Trips will change the barometer of your success in this business. So here we go. Let's take a quick view. I love that Helen has Hilton Head up. So the first step I am going to say is make a decision. So we want to use our hours wisely. So in order to go, The qualifications for this trip gave you 2,352 hours, just like you get in a car. I wrote Las Vegas to Phoenix in my car this morning at 9:30, and it told me how long it takes me to get there, right? How many hours, how many minutes, and my estimated arrival. Well, the arrival of the work time ends May 31st at midnight. Then the trip in and of itself is the 15th, and that's 5,110 hours from February 1st to September 15th. So we want to use our hours very wisely. So I'm going to do a quick overview, and this will be how does a trip work. So first, we only have 100 that will earn the trip and go. I'm going to give you a clue. I know everybody went into a panic mode. Please don't panic. Last year in Hawaii, we had, I think, 95 total attendees that were trip winners. So this is based off the number of average achievers we have based on the size of our base. We didn't have anybody who didn't get to go last year. So remove that from your mind. Then decide, I'm going. Level 1 is land. Level 2 is land and air. You can see all the different titles, and that shows you something. There isn't the word consultant. You do have to be a manager to earn the trip. You can qualify any month you want, but I'm going to give you the tip. You want to qualify early, which is now, if you can. Then you have the benefits of your team, okay? So I'm going to start there. You saw when the trip was, and you're earning this February 1st through May 31st. You did have the benefit if you had any qualified new consultants or sponsors who can qualify this month with 400, they do count. And we have a bonus month this month that I'll get to very quickly. So here we go. How do you earn it? You earn it by growing your team sales. Okay, if you're a manager, it's you and your central branch and any branches you promote. If you're a district manager and above, again, it's you and your entire district, all of your leaders, okay? So you're gonna have requirements, and I'm just gonna show it to you here. You will see there's a requirement of the number of sponsors in your team, February 1st and the bonus of January, all the way through May 31st. You will see that every single title, you must have 4 sponsored by you, okay? So if it says 8, your title is manager, 4 have to be by you. So I love this. Everyone should join this business with a friend. If you sponsor 4 new this month and they each join with a friend, there's 8. I do believe success is, I will tell you, I joined in 1981, and every single roommate I had in college and throughout the dorms joined Jafra. And that is why I'm here today, because truthfully, I was never going to sell Jafra. And all I wanted was to get it wholesale, sell it to my mom, and that was it. And lo and behold, because all my roommates, they had a party because they saw my skin change with royal jelly. And I was like, why don't you sell it with me? We can do this on campus, but you can go home and service your family and friends on the weekends. And they did. I am here because I had a team. I'm not joking. So everybody is always 50% more successful with a friend. So keep this simple. I'm going to give you simple tips. But now let me just go back to sales. So if you are a manager, if you go into your reports, you can see your trip tracker. It's already there, and you received a personalized letter if you are a manager already February 1st. You have to be that title by the end of the trip. If you're here as a consultant, you have to be a manager title by the end of the qualifications, okay? So I'm going to play as if I'm a consultant. So I need $16,000 from my team sales, that includes my own, and $6,000 added to that. I need $22,000. And that might feel freaky if you're here as a consultant and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't have a team yet. That sounds like a lot of sales. I'm going to break it down into a GPS today. I'm going to tell you the road stops you want to make and all the 5 steps that will get you to the 22,000. Okay, I'm going to keep it simple. So for all of you all, you find your title you are February 1st. You look at the minimum. You will see, what did I do last year, February, March, April, May, as a group. If it wasn't, let's say I'm a district manager, if it didn't reach 28,000 last year, then I have to do 28,000. If I did more, you'll see in your personal report online in Jafra Biz under reports, the number you have to do, you do that number, what you did last year, plus you have to grow 8,000. So I would have to do at least 36,000 as a DM. Okay. So you have to have team sales and you have to have sponsoring. When you are promoting a branch, one of your consultants becomes a manager. All of this sponsoring, again, prior to promotion date. So if I'm qualifying in February, I become a manager March 1st, boom. Then I am going to have all of those sponsors of that pre-branch, okay, from any January and February, they will count towards my number. If I want 8 or 10, if my name's manager, okay? So that counts. Once they qualified a manager, their sponsoring no longer counts for your team. It counts for their team, but the sales do. So you never lose promoting a branch. Their sales count for them and they count for you because you promoted them during the qualifications. This is super important, okay? All right, next, here we go. So again, consultants, how do I become a manager? In 1 month, let's say it's February, I have to have 4 people I sponsored. They can sponsor people too, those indirects, and we have to have, but at least 4 by me, who each have $300. My 300, you know, everything's 400. So I really don't like the denominator, but it doesn't matter. Everybody's doing their 50%. Let's just keep it easy. And my team, my sales, their sales, and any of their indirects they sponsor have 2,400 total paid sales, okay, in 1 month. Okay, so ding, 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 the best part. We want to get you to the Super Bowl, so we gave you a good kickoff game. The championship began this month. So what does that mean? That means this month, every QNC, they sponsor and they qualify with $400. They buy a pack. Maybe they buy the lead Freedom to Be You kit. That's a $400 order. Again, that is 2 for 1. So if I sponsor 4 this month, I get my 4 this month. That counts as 8. But I will say, people build productivity. People drive dollars. So I probably would want the 8 because I need to reach 22,000 if I'm a manager, right? But we are giving you double dip for QNCs, okay? Now, here's what I want right here. Valentine's Day at 11 a.m., you can join us on Zoom where your monthly business meeting is and your training Tuesdays. And we are going to do live with your team that made up the incentive trip. They're going to be there to answer any questions. So I'm going to not do the questions today because I want to really give you the recipe. Okay. How do I get to the Super Bowl? How do I get to Hilton Head? I'm going to show you. Hilton Head Island is amazing. It is one of the most beautiful places to go celebrate you. Okay. So if you sponsored someone in January and they qualify with 400 this month, it counts for the trip. If you sponsor them in February and they qualify with 400 in March, it counts towards the trip, but it won't count for double unless they join and sponsor and qualify this month. You have to have all your sponsors qualified. Again, they get the month they join or the next month by May 31st. Okay, there we go. Next. Oops, excuse me really quick. Now, I'm going to give you the recipe to get there. I look at a trip and I say, tell me what to do. If you have 15 hours to work this business, this is your recipe. If you don't have 15 hours to weave this business in, that's the max it can take you. Okay. Starting today, if you haven't had your start yet. But if you truly can only work maybe 5 to 10 hours, you can still do it. You just have to multiply what you do in your minutes. That's all it is, okay? And again, if you have more time, you can go into overtime, okay? Just like the Chiefs did. That's up to you. So here is what we do. We have dubbed this out, and some of you maybe you drive really fast and you get speeding tickets. You can do things faster. It's okay. So the first step that matters, and Jan and Frank taught this all their life anyway, have 2 parties a week, they said, right? Well, you want to have 2 events a week, but events can be one-on-one personals. Events can be virtual consultations. Events can be a tabletop. Events can be sitting down and doing a party online, on Zoom, in Messenger, in WhatsApp. a scroll and shop party from your phone, a text party, a basket party in an office where people are just trying little demonstrations in the office during the week, trying products. And every week, if you know people in an office, they bring baskets to that office and you have new products every week. Maybe 1 week skincare, 1 week color, 1 week spa, 1 week fragrance. Any type of an event is where people get together to experience the product, the opportunity, and the opportunity to book a party. So you hold 2 of those a week. The maximum time is 6 hours of work. And at those events, you want to book 2 events. I don't judge success of any event with sales or sponsoring. I actually judge it on how many bookings. If you add 2 bookings at every event, your calendar is always full. That's what matters. This is what Jan and Frank taught us in basic direct sales. Then what do we work on there? We work on our 2 direct sponsors. Do you know that 1 in every 2 hostesses sponsor? That's a fact in direct sales. It's never changed. So here's that key. The key is that, again, if you had 2 events a week, you'd sponsor every week. You could have 14 to 16 sponsors by doing the number 1 biggest, most important thing. And then you invite everybody to join with 1, but when they get a gift, right? And when they join with 2, they make 8% commission. So they have 4, they have 11%, there's more. So that's what indirects are. You sponsor 2, they join with a friend, or people are earning the incentives and commissions with Jafra. And then the last star to the starfish is 2 plus 2 plus 2. That is follow-up, whether it's a lead, whether it's your customer service, whether it's people you just met. It's following up 2 days after they had their products or got their brochure or samples, then following up in 2 weeks, letting them know you'll call them back in 2 weeks to see how the products are working, and then at least every 2 months, giving them a phone call. Yes, you can do your weekly emails free to your clients on your website. Absolutely sign everybody up for that. But the truth is, your personal phone call to update their seasonal products and to refill the products they're running out of. This is the magic recipe, direct sales 101 to earning a trip. And it doesn't take 40 hours a week. So the key is managing your time. There's 2 things that cause us to not succeed at a goal. That is, we didn't plan to with our calendar, and we didn't talk to enough people. This is always a talk to enough people game. If you study everything, and I just, I do this on ChatGPT, I do this all the time. I'm on at least 4 podcasts a week listening to the top speakers in direct sales today. There's one thing I always hear. Those who make just 3 phone calls a day are the ones who succeed. The key is always having a contact list filled with potential consultants, clients, and hostesses. So you want to always block your time for the next 30 days. What are your 2 events each week? When will you do phone calls and follow up? And then when will you meet and where will you meet people for sponsoring? If you have events, you could bring your potential consultants to that event, right? So that is the key, making sure you block time. When you block time for phone calls, these are the things you do in those power hours of minutes, whether it's 15-minute segments, 20 minutes here and there, or an hour at a time. You need time to do hostess coaching, time to do follow-up and book events, personals, parties, whatever that is. You want to follow up with your leads, right? And then you want to make sure you're calling your potential consultants and your new consultants and working with them, just very simply making sure they go to Jafra Virtual University, helping them plan how they're going to earn income from their business. And of course, really making sure they join with a friend. And then those customer care calls, 2 plus 2 plus 2. So you want to make sure in your calendar, you put the big rocks of your events, your get-togethers, what you're doing, and your phone time. The magic to this is the list, right? So we used to use something called the Magic 100 list. We have the formulas that you have in your new consultant training guide that follows Jafra. You make a list of everybody you know from your past and current jobs, people you know in your life and your family, people you know that are referrals. You're always ending every conversation with, if not now, when may I get back to you? If not you, then who do you know? And again, if you, who's joining with you, right? So you always make sure you know that, so you're always getting referrals. And then who do you know through your activities? So keeping that list, that's what we do in the morning. That's your cup of joe in the morning. You plan who you're going to talk to that day, when you're going to call them, and so that you're keeping track of at least 15 to 20 reach outs a week. That's just the success model of the business. Remember this: 1 in 3 buy when invited. So you're going to have to get 2 no's to get a yes when they buy. 1 in 5 will book when invited. So you're going to get 4 no's to your 1 yes. And 1 in 10 join the business. In Jafra, it's actually 1 in 6. I track our leaders. But you have to get 5 no's to get a yes. So if you make this list, you want to celebrate those no's. I know Vicki and I were chatting earlier, and Jan Day used to always say, call me when you get your first 25 no's in a row.
Right.
Right? Right.
Absolutely.
So it is. And I think Bronwyn said that not too long ago on one of your trainings. And it really is magical to not set yourself up. We work in this fear. Oh my gosh, what if? Just ask. Put your hand on your heart and be grateful for why somebody invited you. Look at your skin, look at your life, look at your friends, look at your fun. And you just have to invite them. And if it's not now, then when? I'm
That's
going to end this really quick because I want to come back to you all. Because again, what's critical is when you sponsor someone, you and your manager will stay with them and expect them to get to the Jumpstart program. When they join Jafra, the first month they get 50%. Now they're in the Jumpstart program. That's with 400. Month 2, when they do 400 again, they get almond. Month 3, they get 2 of our other top selling products, our Tender Moments and our Volcanic Mask. And in month 4, ding, 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 they're on their way to VIP. They know that every month you're going to help them either shop and save out of each department or share and make some extra income, because everybody has that free website. Get this. If you had 4 new consultants in the month of February, that's 1,600 retail. They're all qualified. In the month of March, those 4 are in month 2, so there's 1,600 from your February consultants. But in month 2, March, you're going to add 4 new consultants again, 2 by you, 2 by your team, or all you, whichever you prefer. That's 1,600. If you add your first group of consultants from February and your new ones from March, that's 3,200. In the month of April, you're going to do it again, 16 from 4 new. You have 1,600 from month 2 consultants in March, and you now have 1,600 from your February consultants. Add that up, you're at 4,800. And you have 4 more again in May, 1,600 plus that 4,800. They're all still in the program. Your February's on their way to VIP now. And again, you just grew that team 60, I think it's 6,400 in total sales. If you do that and you do 1 event and sell 400 a week, all your team sales every month added up, plus your 1,600 a month, that's your goal. I'm telling you to have 2 events a week because you might do one that sells 200. You might do one and nobody bought because you sponsored. You might have an event that was a flop of a tabletop. It wasn't marketed in your community. So when you have 2, you know you're always going to have 400 retail a week. That's your goal. If you add together your team and your sales of 1,600 a month, 400 a week is your goal, you have 22,000 in team sales. That's the recipe, how it adds up. If you don't believe me, you can look at the screen, but I'm not going to read it to you. I just gave you the example.
Becky, I think
it adds up.
You're going to have a meeting on Wednesday, right? Where you're going to go through this again also for anyone?
Tomorrow night. Yep. I was just going to do that at the end. Tomorrow night, we're going to do it again. And every Marketing Monday, Jackie and I are going to be all about this for the next 16 weeks with you. Okay. So we already did some of this with the leaders. We're going to do it again tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific on our regional meeting 101-700-599. Look all over our Facebook group. Look in your WhatsApp. It's there. So here's my favorite part to end this. My favorite part is, I said, it's what the trip does for you. The commission you would make consultants or managers at that level of reaching 22,000 of team commission at 11%, plus your sales of hosting 1 to 2 events could be up to $1,900 commission on average each month. So I say to you all, what would you do with up to $1,900 commission? This is potential. You're going to have expenses, all of that. But I always start with, what is my potential if I followed the starfish recipe? 2 events a week, 2 directs a month, plus I have 2 other indirects from my team, and I follow up with 2 bookings at each event, and I do the 2 + 2 + 2 recipe. This is what it could be for you. So I hope on your paper, you're already spending it. What are you spending that income on each month? Because the motivation is what you do with money, not money itself. So think about, what can I do that I can't do? What can I have that I don't have? What could I give that I can't afford to give right now? And maybe what could I become with that extra income and title? Oops, excuse me. So here again is your biggest recipe. Tomorrow night at 4 p.m., we are going to be really training on how to have events today and how to get bookings at bookings. If you do the first 2 steps to the start, I promise you, the rest will follow. Okay? So, Vicki, I know the magic is this. It is a month of love. It is a month of self-care. This is a big self-care, love yourself month. So we thought the most important thing to do is just talk to enough people every day. When you are out and about, it's saying things like, and I'll let Vicki do a little bit of her thoughts, and any of you can share as well, but it is about this. Imagine saying, hi, you have a bag of samples, right? I love sachet samples. I love anything samples. And you can go to the dollar store and get heart bags. And just walking around with your pin on, walking around with a brochure and a sample, or even just your card and QR code or your Linktree link, and just say, Happy Love Month. I love that you work at Walgreens. How long have you worked here, Wileen? Thank you so much. I know it's not easy in retail today. I am with Jafra Cosmetics, and I treat people to love gifts for themselves. All things beauty, all things spa. And I get to give 14 treats away a day during Love Month. Wileen, when was the last time you treated yourself to a 2-day facial? May I treat you? In this bag is an evening and a morning sample for you. I would love to treat your skin. You just have to promise that I'm going to call you in 2 days, and I'm going to ask you how your skin feels and how you loved it. I would love to gift you with some love today. And I'm going to also send you a link. You can do a free virtual makeover. When was the last time you had a makeover? Would you like to be one of my 14 gifts today? And if not, who would you like to gift it to? When you do that and you just share from your heart, you have the products people want today. But you know what they want? A person like you. They're not buying on Facebook scrolling anymore. Retail is ishy. Go try to find someone who can help you or knowledgeable. They're looking for someone they know, like, and trust, and they will fall in love with you because we love you at Jafra. So I'm going to turn this over to Vicki. I hope the recipe and the directions for the trip helped. And I'm going to turn it to Vicki and her audience to talk about other ways to keep meeting people.
Thank you, Jackie. Oh, I love the way you do that. You know, I was in Ross's the other day, and I noticed that there were a lot of clerks that were there just milling around, doing things, putting clothes and doing whatever. You know, if you just would walk in to a department store, and we used to do this all the time, and just start conversations. Don't go with the thing, how am I going to get Jafra into this conversation? How am I going to approach her or whatever? Just go into the store and talk to people. Compliment them. And if you walk by a woman that puts her makeup on well and you don't compliment her and ask her, are you in the makeup business? My God. Oh, and I always like to compliment people when they have their own eyelashes. That's one of my favorite things. Oh my gosh, your eyelashes are so beautiful. And I know they're yours. And then they want to tell you, they just want to talk about it. Oh yeah, they are. Da 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 da. And then I, basically, well, what do you do to keep them so beautiful? And just talk. Jackie, that's the whole thing. It's not trying to have in the back of your mind, well, now am I going to be able to give her this sample, or am I going to be able, just let the conversation flow. And if it doesn't go anywhere, ask her how long she's been working here. Ask her if she's ever thought about adding a side gig to her income. And she might say, well, what's a side gig? Or she knows what it is. And then talk to her and say, women, I'm looking for women that want to make multiple sources of income. And I would love to talk to you about a source of income that I could help you add to your life. And then, I would say something like, because you put makeup on fabulous, and we're looking for women like you to be with our company. And then it just happens. But again, don't force it. It just has to come up in the conversation. Just get the conversation going. And then if it feels right and you want to give her a sample and you want to tell her with Jackie's approach, let it happen. Don't force it. You're going into a department store just to mill around and talk to people. And you'll be surprised how that will happen. And then okay, now one thing that I want to tell you, there is just a huge library of help. Okay, I have a WhatsApp channel. Okay, I put it in my chat. If you go into that WhatsApp channel, I hope you will look for Michelle Colbert, Colbert, and I'll try to put that there, and I'll put it in my WhatsApp channel also. She is a master at doing tabletops, and she doesn't work at, she has the ability to go in. She's been invited by the winery because they feel like she adds business or adds sociality to her to their business. Okay, so she complements the winery by being there, and she does a tabletop. Now, I can promise you there are department stores there, or they used to do this all the time, tabletops at the parks, tabletops anywhere that you see people milling, but mainly a lot of times it's when they're socialing at parks or at some kind of activities where they would let you set up a little card table. You got to see it. It's on YouTube. And again, I'll put the post there on my WhatsApp so that you could actually go to it. But again, there are so many training ideas. And in the next few weeks, I'm going to be showing you 2 more of Jackie's videos that I love, the way she goes in and talks to people, just meeting them cold turkey. But I guess what I wanted to add to what Jackie said is, again, if you go in with the assumption, I'm going to meet people and they're going to sign up for Jafra and they're going to book a party, chances are that's just not going to happen. But if you go in with love in your heart, I just want to meet people. I just want to talk to people. I want to compliment people. I want to tell people, golly, that's a great outfit you have on today. Or, gee, I love complimenting people on their lipstick, on their makeup, and because of the fact that there are so many women that are so well put together and they love a compliment. And then just let the conversation go from there and see where it takes you. If it happens to fit into the Jafra route, and maybe in the back of your mind, you're hoping that it will, but let it flow naturally and just meet people. It's called see the people, meet the people, and then let Jafra fit in somewhere. And the more people you meet every single day, they're going to be looking for people like you that can help them and give them samples. Because again, we are a sampling company. Now, another thing to look on my YouTube channel is to look for sampling. Okay, put that in because we do it all the time. Where to get the little bottles, how to do them, how to put them together. I think we just had one again last week. Remember, watch our our meeting last week because he had Diana Driggs showing us the beauty box. So again, lots of help is there for you in helping you to meet the people and to see the people. And thank you, Jackie, for being our guest. Go out and enjoy your dinner with your children, because I know you're with your son and your daughter. Have a wonderful evening. Fly safe home. I know you've got the red eye to go home tonight, and we'll see you in the morning. Okay. I can't believe she works nonstop. She's a lot younger than I am. I could never keep up with her pace. All right. Now we're going to bring on the star of the show, the star of the Hive, the busy bee of the Hive. She's been out there trying to find things. You will love this part of the meeting because every week Bronwyn takes us into the Jafra Hub and she shows us what we should be looking at, what we should be presenting to our clients, and what we should be getting excited about. And as she told you last week, this is one of the best brochures months that we've had. So Bronwyn, take it from here.
Okay, here we are, Vicki, and this is February 12th already, half the month almost over. So we are going to go today into your personal website, Vicki. So that would be under www.jafra.com/ and however you put your personal website in through your name. Mine is just Bronwyn. I might be the only Bronwyn in Jafra right now, but so that's my personal website. And Vicki is going to take us to her personal website because we want you to see as to what you're directing your clients to your personal website. This is Jafra Biz.
Can you see it?
This is Jafra Biz.
Oh, you want me to go into my personal website? Oh, I'm not listening, am I? Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Your personal website, we will take you there. Because you're directing your client to your personal website, we want you to know you need to be looking regularly at your own website so that if changes happen or there's something that you are directing your client to, you know exactly where it is and how to find it. So today we're going to go to look at our weekly offer. Now, as your client is looking at this, they see a banner on your website, just like you see a banner on your Jafra Biz. So that is the whole picture that keeps sliding over to the left. I call that the banner. And then you see the little dots underneath it. And so those different dots represent each of the different topics on the banner. One of the things that Jafra hasn't done yet that we're strongly recommending them to do is perhaps a weekly offer on the banner so that we're not directing our clients where to find this weekly offer. This week, the clients have a special offer of having free shipping, but there's nothing out here that tells them that when they go to your personal website. So this is the week to personally contact your clients by phone is best so they can hear your voice. But if you're texting or emailing, please let them know this special offer is this week only, Sunday through Saturday, free shipping on orders of $99 retail and more. So what is the actual product offer for the week is you're directing them under special offers. So let's click on special offers, Vicki, because then there is a line that says weekly offers. If you just direct them to the special offers, the whole book will open up with the weekly offers inside of it. So when we just click on the weekly offers under the category of special offers, then we're talking about what our weekly offer is. So here we are with the vinyl lipstick. That's the first one. Let's open that up. The reason is you need to know as to how is Jafra presenting this weekly offer to the client to see what all of the options are available in the colors. So when they click on that, it says to choose one, and then it lists the colors that is available in the vinyl liquid lipstick. However, though, you really can't see what the color is, and they're not going to know by just reading the color. So the first thing you say is add it to your cart so you can at least see the color. So let's press add to the cart, Vicki. So she is just doing a mock offer of adding it to the cart so that she can look at what are the color options. So it appears that the Kissable Glam is in a red category. The Enchanted Glam is more in a pink bubblegum category. And then we have the Classy Glam that looks like it may be into a plum tone. And then the last one, the Lovely Glam, looks like it has more of a tawny look to it. So that gives you an idea of what the shades would be. Now, in the vinyl liquid lipstick, this is a promotional one. This is not something that is permanently in our catalog, or we're going to see it. They can order it every single week. This is a promotional offer. And the offer this week is saving $7. Is $21 retail value, $14 each, and that is a 30% savings. So let's go back now, Vicki, to the offers. You're going to press the arrow on the far left side. So you see the arrow at the top above her picture. Okay, so above your picture, Vicki, go above your picture with the arrow. And in the left corner,
pull this down, pull this here down, I think. Okay, there's an arrow up here. Here we go.
there it is. Click on that, and then that takes her to the page again. Okay, so now we have the Vesson Duo. That is the second item in our weekly offer. We have a total of 4 to offer. So let's open that Vesson Duo, Vicki. We're going to go ahead, and this is how you have to direct your client to see what the whole offer is too. So this is a $62 retail value for $36 as a 50% consultant. Oh my, this is now $18 for consultants. So let's go down, let's scroll down and see. First you have your description, and it says this week only, and then it says your choices. Okay, so your choice is of the 2 Vesson, and then at the far side, it says choose one of the glossy lipsticks. But what does that mean? The only way you're going to have the detail, let's go back and click on, put it in the cart, Vicki. Let's add this to the cart. So we're doing a mock look here, and there it is. So hit one of your favorite fragrance, Vicki, and now the lipstick offers will come up. That is a total of 6 different shades, and I love how the colors are coming across these days. They're very vibrant and pretty true to the actual color. So this is how your client selects a color. There's a total of 6 in a glossy category, and that is the one that is being offered. Your client on this Vesson offer saves $26, and this is a 40% savings offer. Okay, Vicki, let's go back to the main page. By doing that, click the arrow in the corner there. Okay, so now she is going to go to the botanical expertise. So scroll down to offer number 3, botanical expertise trio. Buy now. Let's click on that so we can open up the details of the offer. Here we go into the description, and right underneath the description, it goes into this week only, and then it tells you what it includes, which is your color care of the shampoo and what to choose individually. So let's go, Vicki. Let's put this in our cart and see how that pops up for our client. So the pictures of the individual items that they're going to select from. Remember, this is the color care only is the shampoo. It is not the regular botanical expertise being offered, which is a shame because both price points is $21 each on the shampoo and the conditioner. But this week's offer is only offering on color care. So be aware of that. Your client can choose one of the scalp serum is a $30 retail value. The hair mask is a $23 retail value. And the wonderful split end caps. You get 20 caps inside of the packaging. $25 is the retail value of that. And they select one of the items, which makes their trio. Okay, so this trio, you're saving $18. And this is the client. The client is saving $18, and that is a 25% saving. Consultants, this offer, which is a $70 retail value, and you get it for $26. So let's go back, Vicki, and we have one more offer of our weekly offer to present here, and that is the Yisu Duo. So we're going to click on that and open it. And as you see, the picture that they are showing is the Yisu Master and a deodorant. And that is what consists of the offer is a fragrance and a deodorant, $61 retail value for $36. Consultants, this offer is available to you at a 50% when your order qualifies at that 50% mark. $400 retail value gives you 50%, $18. This is like a steal deal. So Vicki, let's put this in your cart so we can see the detail the client will be looking at. The client will choose one of the fragrance. So it was pictured with the master. They can get the original Yisu fragrance. They can choose one. So let's put one in the cart, Vicki. And this is how the deodorant pops up. The deodorant that matches. They can mix and match. It doesn't matter whether the fragrance that they get, that they have to get the same fragrant scent in the deodorant. No, they can pick and choose. Now, the deodorants are $17 retail value. These are found in the new product catalog on page 113. And know that these deodorants are infused with the fragrance of the men's fragrance scent. So the deodorant has a scent to it of the like the Yisu Master that goes together with the EDT of the Yisu Duo. Okay, Vicki, so let's go back to the beginning now of the, okay, so now this is what your client is looking at for weekly offers. And again, it's up to you to tell them the weekly offer of the free shipping is not just on the special offers, it is on anything that they purchase. A total of the $99 will equal that. So Vicki, let's go to the last chance category. We want to point something out right here next to weekly offer on the toolbar is last chance. So this is something that you can direct your client to say there are items that are last chance that may be going out of our line. Sometimes they just put them in as a promotion, but usually it's an item that may be heavily in inventory sitting in our Texas warehouse that they just need to move out, and they put it at a special price point. The reason that I am taking you to last chance, it is very important that you as a consultant are aware of exactly what is in last chance. Because
wow,
Vicki,
look at that, Bronwyn, Miami Brights for only
know.
$12.50. Oh my gosh. The brow pencil in charcoal for $6. Oh my God.
Very, very vibrant colors. Okay, so Vicki, you skipped, your computer skipped. Let's get back into last chance.
Okay, here we go. Sorry about that. Thank you
That's
for.
okay. Okay, so Vicki, I want you to scroll down almost to the very end.
Oh, I love to get the black liner. Oh, I always go in here and get so excited.
I know, it is. It's
Oh,
ridiculous prices. And then of course, you know, you see that eyeshadow duo and you're getting it for half of that of $3.
It's the most beautiful color. I've already ordered it. It's really true to that. It's beautiful. This
It
is
is.
just perfect for above your eye, just on the very tip under the brow, and beautiful. Oh, I love those two colors. Okay. Yeah, here we go.
Okay, so what we're looking for is the liquid matte lipstick. So keep going down to almost the very
Oh,
end.
Power Up body wash, body
I know,
polish.
it's
Oh my
there.
gosh, $5. Oh, I can't stand it. Wow. Okay, where am I going, Bronwyn? I just go.
Okay,
It's
so
nothing is
you are
spies.
going a little bit further down.
There's a lot of last chance.
There sure is, and I'll tell
Look at
you
that one there, Bon Voyage hand cream for $2.50. Can you not introduce yourself to people with a gift of a hand cream? Whoa. Okay.
Okay, so you're going to the liquid matte, and here we are right here, Vicki. Liquid matte lipstick, please click on that.
Okay.
Okay, so let's scroll down. And what does it say? It doesn't tell you what colors. So Vicki, you need to put it in your cart as a pretend. And what do we have is True Kiss and First Kiss. Okay, this is promoted for $9 each, True Kiss and First Kiss. The reason I'm bringing it to your attention, you must be aware of this. Please make notation. In your February brochure book, on page 9, is liquid matte lipstick. Jafra is promoting a $20 retail value for $13 this month. However, in the last chance category, whether it is on your website or in Jafra Biz, it is $9 for these two shades, True Kiss
Bronwyn,
and First Kiss.
I just tried to add those to my cart on Sunday and they both show out of stock. So I don't know if they did that because of the monthly sale or if they're actually out of stock, but just FYI.
Okay, we had, well, I want to say I did last week, a week ago already, brought this to Jafra's attention, asking them if they would just remove this for 1 month out of last chance. So for the fact that they said it's out of stock, you know, is not a removal. If it is out of stock, truly, they just need to take this out or put it right on this offer, that this offer is temporary out of stock or definitely out of stock, because in stating that, it doesn't help our clients if they're going through the special offer February book. So again, I'm just bringing this to your attention because when you order it this way, which she's saying right now we can't, it would be a 78% savings. Okay, so Vicki, we need to go into our Jafra Biz. So let's go to Jafra Biz. So we are going out of our personal website. We're going into Jafra Biz and we're going under our business category, Vicki. So let's click into the business hub. We're dropping down to monthly updates. So hit monthly updates, the first line right there. We're going to hit product availability notice, which is on the very last category of the blue box. Click on that. And here we are. It downloads first before it completely opens. So now she's going to open that download and we're in the wrong down. Okay. Product availability notice.
Hold on just a minute, Brahman. I've got to go over
Okay.
here to find it. Just a minute. I think it would be right over here in my downloads. So just a minute. I'll pull this up here, go into my downloads folder, which is right here. And did it download? I do not think it did. Yeah, here we go. Product availability notice. Here we go.
Okay, so here we are. This has now been updated on the 6th. So this past week, Jafra updated, and what you need to go in, we're not going to go through every page with you here. We're just here to bring it to your attention that there is a lot of products that are right now temporary out of stock and was put in this category that tells you that the projection availability is on the 15th.
And then
The-
you've got the ones to be discontinued, TBD, right?
Well, to be determined.
Oh, determined.
it-
Okay.
So here's what I want to tell you about the 15th. Please take notes on this. The 15th is Thursday. It's magical day. It ends that offer that Jafra has given us from the 1st to the 15th. The 15th is the last day. You want to make sure if you are a VIP that you qualify for those special offers. And that was on the liter size of the Royal Almond Oil, which was $104 retail value, and the hydration mask, $7 retail value, and they're giving you that glam palette. Don't miss that. The 15th last day, get your $500, $600. I aim for 600 because I want the 3 special offers in the Defy.
And that's in your, where would we find that? Because it's not here.
No, it is not here. We do not have that on a slide. It was emailed to everyone on the 1st of February. It has also been on the WhatsApp. Also know February 15th is the day you start to order your March brochures. So if you're putting your order in the next few days, don't miss the 15th. If you're just waiting for those brochures, make sure that order gets in on the 15th then, so that you can qualify for the 3 gifts that Jafra is offering us this month, because they don't do that every month. They want our orders in early. And I just want to say, I think it's very impressive that they're doing that. And of course, as a special offer for the VIPs. So don't miss.
Well, and the free shipping, you've got to reach out to everybody to make them aware of the fact that we have free shipping on the $199 or the $99 order, depending on whether you're a client or a consultant. So again, that's kind of that was only sent to you by a text. So I'll tell you, leaders, go after it.
Yeah.
Take everybody phone chains, whatever it takes, because you know what? It makes everybody order. Take
it
advantage
generates
of it.
sales.
It generates sales. And if you're making your quotas and everything, so get on the phone, do whatever you have to do to get that message out there. Hit it hard. Okay.
And we'll be back next week with some special deals
I
of
know.
what's going on in the book. We did review the book all last week, but we want to highlight some of those great deals, and we'll do that next.
Yeah, and Bronwyn, they can go back into my YouTube channel and they can look at last week's Hive meeting, and they can actually forward the little thing that goes all the way to, you see Bronwyn's face come up. And I say, watch it, because that is the whole February catalog. She takes you through the whole thing. She highlights every page. So if you're on this and you missed last week's Hive meeting, go into YouTube channel, Jafra VH, and go in and look at last week's Hive meeting. And just take in, like I say, you don't need to watch the whole first half if you don't want to, but if you do, you can. But I would scroll across. You can actually do that on YouTube. You can take that little cursor, pull it all the way across until you see Bronwyn's face come up, and watch that last half, so that you've got somebody taking you through the February catalog, because she is a master at helping you to know. That way, when you go to your client and when you're actually going through the book, either online, on Zoom, or wherever you're going to do, because you can actually do a Zoom meeting with a client or whatever, but you know what you're talking about. Take this book, listen to Bronwyn, and highlight it. Take all your notes as she's talking. You go through this book and you highlight what she's saying and put down the prices and the specials. I highly recommend that you do that. So again, it's vital. Every single first of the month, we will be going through the entire book And that book, you should be having all of your consultants get the copy of it, highlighted in their books so they know what they're talking about on the sales. Hey, Bronwyn, again, you know, Bronwyn, next week sometime, I would love for us to go in and show maybe some of the things that can be posted. So we'll talk about that next week. Okay, well, again, if you follow us on the Hive, you're going to learn ways to make your business thrive on the Hive, because that's what we're all about, thriving and making the business happen. I hope you enjoyed tonight. We did have Jackie as our special guest, and we want to be together at the beach by the ocean in South Carolina. So I invite you to join me, and let's make it happen. I know it's a stretch, but again, for those of you that are leaders, decorate your office with South Carolina like Helen does. Hey, we'll be talking right now afterwards. We always sit and visit on the Hive. If you have any questions, we can talk about them. I unmute everybody so you could all talk, unless you're making a lot of noise with radio and television, then we don't want you to unmute. Okay, take care, be safe, and we'll see you next week on the Hive. And don't forget to join my Jafra VIP team, because I plan to give you a lot of training, and you can go in there and see it anytime you want to. And again, our YouTube channel has 3 years of Jafra training on it. It's a fabulous resource library for you. Bye, everybody. Bye, Facebook friends on my Jafra VIP team. And bye, everybody that's here tonight.